Is that a treat? Very good. Good job. So cute. What you doing? What you doing? You gonna be good? Right, come on then. Okay, look at my boot brush. Got boots in the back, helmet in the front, and a little bit for my sticks. Alright, so it's time for dressage audio and a voiceover, and I have actually got my score sheet, so very exciting times. So here we are about to come down the centre line. We got just circling around and then come in. We actually got a 7 for our first centre line, so and our halt, so I was pretty pleased with that. It was a very nice square halt, so that's always a good start. As you'll see, there it is. And then we trot on again, and maybe a little bit sharper, but that's fine. And then we went for our medium across the diagonal. She sort of didn't really push out of the corner at all. We got a 6.5 for it, so it wasn't bad, but I just could have got it a lot earlier. And then I forgot where I was going. I know, absolute L, and then literally I yanked around the turn, but obviously I hadn't prepped, so there was very little leg yield going on just here, which she already finds difficult anyway, so the lack of prep, it was just not going to happen. So we got 5.5 for that, and then this was quite good. They didn't like it for some reason. We only got 4, and it said leg yield not really shown. I don't know why. So I thought it wasn't horrendous, but anyway. And then we go into our stretchy serpentine. Got a 7.5 in that, cause it's saying expressive, so I was pretty pleased with that. She could have taken the bit down a little bit further. She was probably a little bit high and a bit shaky, but not a problem. And then collected her back up here, still keeping out of the corner for a serpentine, and then ready for our walk transition. That was pretty good. And then we got a 7.5 for that, and then a 7 for the medium walk. So pretty pleased. Just nice little walk across there. She's got quite a good walk when she stays relaxed, so that's nice. I struggled to pick her up, so this probably isn't the most efficient thing you've ever seen, but not a lot to be done about that. And then just preparing her here now, we've got a walk to canter at A. We got a 7 for that. It says I needs more something for our circle. I can't read his writing, but it was pretty good, not horrendous. And then we go for our medium. Again, he wasn't impressed with the medium. I thought it wasn't terrible. The quarters are in though, so I could definitely have fixed that, but I thought there was a little bit of medium there, but apparently not. I'm really pleased with her frame though. She's working a really nice outline, and then into this corner, come across the diagonal, and she broke. So that was really annoying. So we got a 5 for that because I went early. So that was really annoying, but it happens. And then round for another transition, I could have prepared that a little bit better, but she was good. And then our circle was a bit too big, so we lost some marks there. but that was just my mistake. It happened, and then again, this could have definitely been more forward and a bit more expressive. But that's fine. Again, I'm super pleased with how her frame's improving in the canter. And then across the diagonal, I made absolutely sure to make it to X, and so we got a 7.5. So he was obviously much more pleased with that. And then we come back down the centre line, got 7.5 again for this, so saying expressive. So they were obviously quite nice and pleased with this. And then we got a 7 for our final halt. I don't think it was square. No, it wasn't, but it wasn't far out. But I was overall really pleased with her, and we got some potential for some really good marks there. So, and some pretty good collectives. So I was really pleased with this. My riding was pretty shocking. But, you know, first one back, first novice, all of that. Oh, and here we've got a nice little bit of footage of the show jumping warm up because my boyfriend is a legend. So there you go. So onto the show jumping. Nice little bit of my dad to sum in there. So this was really good. Obviously a little bit frustrating because I made a bit of an L, but we'll get onto that when I get there. So just coming around here to the first, I thought it was really odd that they had a cross oxer to start. I genuinely had to check that this wasn't 100 because it was a bit inviting, but that's nice of them. And then just nice turn around to this, kept the canter coming. She felt really good and popped that well out stride. And then 5 strides down here, we actually found it a bit short, but that's normal for her. And then she kept coming really well around this turn to number 4. I had such a good canter here. She freaking absolutely flew it, but that's not a problem. And then nice little dog leg here to number 5. She jumped this really well. She felt really good in this arena, and then I knew I was going to land on the long freaking leg because she prefers the left leg, so that happened. And then I had a bit of an L to this one stride. She just landed really steep and then was a bit short to get to that, but she sort of sorted herself out, and I wasn't too much of an, I didn't yank her in the mouth too much, so happy with that. Regained our composure to come and do this, and then I had like the most perfect turn planned out for this, and I just didn't quite execute it right. I turned a bit too sharp, and then I was too far off it, and I pushed and I shouldn't have, and bleh. So that was a bit of an L, but I didn't fall off, so that's always a win. But yeah, I said sorry, gave her a pat on the shoulder. That was not her fault. She was being very honest, and you know, didn't lose any confidence from it because I came around and got my turn that I wanted and popped it beautifully. So yeah, that was annoying, but just my mistake. And then popped through that last 2 stride really well. So good round. Alright, so of course Dad managed to catch my stop on camera. So you'll see like that table, I'm coming towards it in the distance, and I just rode like a lemon to it. I should have sat up and rebalanced and pushed her into it. Instead I just sort of sat there and she went. So that was completely my fault, but it happens. Came round, jumped it very very well. And then came and got deep to this because I just rode a bit quiet, but that's fine. And then found this distance really nice, so jumped that really well. And then I don't have, oh yeah, so I did like a little loop. Let's change angles now because Mum was filming this bit. So I came round to this big table. She jumped this really well. Again, got a bit deep to it, but that's fine. Not a problem. And then we go round to the water complex. Here you are, the water. Pop this beautifully down into the water. She had a bit of a look at it, but that's fine. Kept her eyes up on the fence. Pop that really nicely, and then out over the boat. And then we went off into the woods and did that table at 7 and the 2 stride and then the like little white log thing, and then came out over the woods again, over the sort of Chicana log thing. She jumped that really well. And then you probably saw all this video, little clip from my YouTube, or my Instagram. So she popped this hedge really nice and then found this distance to the corner beautifully and popped through that so well. I was really pleased. And then we had this nice gallop round. She wasn't feeling 100% like all of the week running up to this, like since her embryo transfer and stuff. She just felt pretty down and she had filled legs and stuff. We think she might have just picked up a bit of a bug, so I really wasn't going for the time. As you can see, like she's just kind of lolloping around, and obviously I'd already had to stop anyway, so I wasn't in a rush. Took a little bit of a flyer to that, but she jumped it really well. Since this, I have much improved my riding to some of these bigger fences, so it is a little bit tragic in this, but we're working on it, and I did a much better job at Kiso, and I just don't have any footage. You missed it there, but I just jumped number 13, which is that hanging log, and I didn't get a picture of this number 14, but you basically dropped into the woods, and then you'll just see at the top, like, these little brushes, so you had to, like, drop in through, like, a hollow, and then jump out over these brushes. You'll see me, there I am, just popped out and jumped it, but it was pretty simple. She jumped it very well, and then it will cut to my mum. I think she got like the last, so I'm going around the corner now to do the Chicana. She's here. It's quite good having several people filming. We've got all the angles for it here for you guys. So jumped that Chicana, jumped that really well. Nice to pop that out of stride. And then we had a bit of an issue with the one stride here again, like the same as we did in the show jumping. Just like jumped in really steep over the first one and then was like, fuck, I've only got one stride, and jumped out. But she jumped out over it well. And see, obviously I'm not really pushing it, and then popped the last, got a little bit deep to it, but she jumped it well. So I was really pleased with that.
She was what?
Really, really good. The number 3 was just a bit of a lemon. But it's fine. The big two. Hello, so I'm just editing this, realising I never actually filmed an outro because I'm a superb YouTuber. So I thought I'd just quickly say that it was a good day, but just a bit of a frustrating day, obviously, because I was a bit of a lemon at fence number 3. Annoying, but it happens. We learnt from it, we improved, and it's all good. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. They're back. I will have more up for you soon because I've got plenty of competitions planned now. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the little bell so you know when I rarely upload at the moment. All my socials are in the description. Go over and check them out. I'm a lot more active on there and keep you more up to date day to day on there, especially on my Instagram. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you are all well. I'm happy to be back out competing, and hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.